Hi, I'm Bobby. I'm the unit educator for the ED, and I am going to help Elaine explain how to do a code sepsis on an inpatient side. So as you can see here, we have our patient pulled up, and we're going to assume that this patient flagged for sepsis, and that you already got your, your box that pops up and says that they're flagging for sepsis. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into your sepsis narrator, okay? So for you guys, you're going to use this drop-down box. You're going to come down here until you find sepsis. You're going to click on it. And this is what your screen should look like. So you want to start this timer because it places the patient on the sepsis tracking list now. Okay, and then we want to, well actually, we want to start it, but then clicking this button puts them on the list. This first one just starts your documentation. This is the one that puts them on the list, okay? At this point, you want to complete your sepsis orders, right? So you can see that you got CPC, CNP, all these orders over here. You got lactated ringers, you got Zosyn. So you want to get all your labs, get your fluid started, and get your piperacillin in that first hour, correct? Now, once you do all that, so we're gonna stay here, we're gonna save the bag, work code not available, work a ride, administration, accept, okay, and accept. And then we're gonna give our Zosyn into the bag. You know to scan all your medicines in your patient. Set. Now, you can see your infusions over here are running. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, if you are done with your sepsis bundle, you want to complete the end mark and click accept. And you want to end your timer, okay? Now, if you have started this, if you did sepsis documentation start and then provider rules out sepsis, just come in here and end it. You wouldn't do all these things in between, okay? You can also go up here to add staff that shows up. Let's just say this nurse showed up. You don't know the attending, and that's it. Everything else is good. You click accept. It just puts staff into your code sepsis if you already don't have orders. So you can document any assessments that you do while you're here. So maybe, your sepsis screen while you're here. Yes, they have acute abdominal infection, altered mental status, it's deteriorated, that's the hyperthermia is present, the heart rate's greater than 90, respiration is greater than 20, hypertension is present. You can click accept. You can document any other assessments you need. You can acknowledge new orders, print specimen lab labels, document your antibiotic and fluids, which we already did within the narrator. You never have to leave the narrator for that. You come up here to checklist and you see anything else that needs to be done. Okay, there's all your labs being drawn. Right here it just says these things haven't been resulted, your fluid resuscitation volume not documented. Okay, now the other thing, if you are the primary nurse or the responding code sepsis nurse, they want you to put in a code sepsis note. So let me get out of there. New note. Note type. I don't know that you need a note type. You could just do a nursing note. don't think you really need whatever. So we are going to do dot code sepsis note, okay? If you hit F2, it tells you what to answer. Muse, no, yes. You basically just answer whatever's appropriate. Okay? Code sepsis narrator. Staff arrived and began sepsis orders. Okay. Temperature greater than 101. Okay, so we're gonna say we're gonna say yes. Pulse rate greater than 90. Yes. White blood count. We'll say no. Altered mental status, yes. Respiratory rate greater than 20, yes. Glucose greater than 120 in the absence of diabetes, we'll say yes. For severe sepsis criteria, this is sepsis plus one of the following. Systolic blood pressure, we're gonna say yes. Lactic acid greater than 2, yes. Acute renal failure, we'll say no. Bilirubin's not elevated. Platelets are not elevated. Our INR is not elevated. Okay, septic shock type criteria. Severe sepsis with any of the following. Refractory hypotension. Let's just say no. Initial lactic acid not greater than 4. Alright, we'll say, oops, can't really see this screen, which makes it hard. Provider ruled out sepsis, ruled in sepsis, patient transferred for a higher level of care, event duration, likely alternative explanation for alert. So the provider ruled out sepsis. No. Provider ruled in sepsis. We're gonna say yes. Next question, patient transfer. We'll say no. And then event duration, we're gonna say 30 minutes. Additional information, shows you the antibiotics, the peripheral lines, any indwelling catheters, their room number. Nope, we missed a question here. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna pick the 3 stars and we're gonna write abdominal infection source unknown, because that's what we said it was today. Could be something else tomorrow. We're gonna sign our note. Done. And that's how you do your sepsis narrator. I hope this helps.